The Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric, self-therapeutic, multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, and obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that we have set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you would like a brief introduction, a brief summary as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into the domains of life, sub-series, analogies, and so forth, including the live streaming schedule and so on and so forth, and copyright-free music, and all that jazz, we can find out the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight to January 2021 and beyond. So with that being said, let's just dive into the second segment of today, roughly broken down to 2 points. First, this is, if you'd like to just skip ahead this kind of very brief 2-minute introduction, you can just do that if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch as a VOD or Facebook. Just skip ahead if you're a recurrent viewer. The second point is, of course, is a system. A Solve 5.5 override. System override version 5.5 stands for the fact that we can use this rule or principle to break all other rules and principles in a way, in a sense, to escape the system and do whatever I need to do that is practical to reach the goals I've set for ourselves once again. And so in a very short sense, there's a lot of structural reorganizations. There's typically about 11 segments grouped into 3 phases across a 15-minute live stream, so it won't take too much of your time, but any of those segments can be moved anywhere in no particular order as we deem necessary, as we deem fit. So let's just dive right into the content then. So what you see is what you get, right? So we're going to start with phase 2 as usual, phase 2 being the digital items, so segments 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a particular order. Let's begin by covering what's on screen here. Just want to maximize the one that's most relevant right now. Let's pull up the front. The first thing we want to cover are this collage. It has a lot of philosophical quotes. Oh, sorry. Let's pull up this one on the side. My bad. Pull this one on the side here. I think this is one you can see the most. Yeah, watermelons, not philosophical quotes. Instead, we have a lot of MSN articles and stuff like that. Commentary. We have other collage of all the photographs. We have the watermelon, the fruit. We also at the very bottom a lot of snapshots of YouTube videos that I wanted to cover. They're more entertainment filled, so it has to do with gaming, I believe these ones have. So let's get rid of that one. The next summary that I can sort of capture is the one on the bottom left. Expand that a little bit. You can see this is a continuation off of yesterday's live stream. There's a bunch of stuff here having to do with a playlist that I have newly created. We also have another sort of Google snapshot of some stool. And so basically it's shit. And okay, I had to calm down a little bit. Good. Calm down a little bit. So there's some stool there, and then we also have on the very bottom right hand side, we have a lot of commentary that I posted on, like I said, a musician. At the very top left hand side, good. I'm much calmer now. I was in a rush to get through the stream. We also have some screenshots of a client that we updated, so for a game. And then finally on this last burst snapshot, you can see at the very bottom exactly what that was. It was Maple Story, and then we're gonna pull that down, and obviously it's not really relevant today, that game in particular, but it's something that I just log in for once a month to check out what's been going on. And then we have also this kind of toothbrush here on the side. We want to cover that in a sense where we want that significance and get rid of that, as well as the title. You can see of this live stream, 900 seconds right there in the really middle, and then philosophical quotes, again a little bit of education, and then philosophical quotes, again entertainment videos, comedy, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's dive right into the segment. So let's cover that. What I have for today is let's start off with this right here. So 900 seconds. I forgot to cover this yesterday. I was supposed to, but basically the media assets, I forgot to take a screenshot as well of my phone right here. My phone's right here. That will do suffice. There's roughly about 9 different voice recordings in there. One of the most important ones is me giving sort of like a hasty little rant and expression of the frustrations I'm experiencing from being pushed around once again, allowing myself to be pushed around by one of my guardians, trying to apply for a job elsewhere, and just reflecting on the fact that practicing saying to her face that, listen, the reason why this is happening is because you cut your own legs. You tried to help and then it made things worse. It always happens like this. You try to do something that ruins the plans you've set for yourself into the future. And the way that she'd be pushing things on me as well was going the same way. So I had to basically set more clear boundaries once again. There was one of those was very important like that. We also covered a conversation at the workplace. There's some new developments, I suppose. I can't cover any detail. But then there's most importantly the live streaming title, which is supposed to be for yesterday and today, 900 seconds flat plus 10x priorities or some variety. Yesterday's a little bit different. Point is, I only have 900 seconds per live stream. So I have to keep that in mind as I run through the live stream. I'm 5 minutes in right now, so let's move on. That's the most important thing. That's segment 4 right there. The media assets, the voice recording, as well as the live stream. Let's move on. Digital assets here. So let's go to education materials, so on and so forth. So School of Life, London. Obviously, that was also segment 5, relationships. But segment 6. So choose 4 adjectives to describe yourself. Ask 3 good friends to do the same for you. And that's from School of Life. You can find it on Instagram. Once again, you can see it at the very top. Stoic reflections: he who suffers before is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Debatable depending on how you interpret it. Obviously, preparation is sometimes necessary or sometimes very beneficial. At other times, you don't also want to do too much out of your control and then end up being worried and anxious over things that you can't control. So it's just a waste of time. Seneca. So obviously that's 2 things there. And once again, not copyright. No, it's not my stuff. That's over on Instagram. Check out the pages, Stoic Reflections, and School Life London. So we're done with that. Let's move on. More digital assets. Now we have a whole bunch of digital assets here. So let's just cover in a particular order. Let's start off with the very bottom. Okay, so all the photography segments 7, photography and stuff like that. So let's start off with, like I said, this is something that I want to cover. I want to wear a mask, and these are class 4 items, as well as that shirt down there. But I probably won't get to do it this week. Probably have to move on to next week, like I said, so I can take a photograph with one of my colleagues. She gifted it to me, much like a godmother to me. Moving on, we have also this volunteer thing I talked a little bit briefly yesterday, so I'm going to talk a little briefly today as well and then wrap it up. Basically, I called one of my clients, had about half an hour call with the seniors, make sure he's doing well. He's going through a lot of stuff at the seniors home. I'm going through a lot of stuff as well, and we caught up. And then we move on. Okay, next thing we covered yesterday. Again, over here is a comment I left from a musician. He's going through a lot of struggles, and I just wanted to let him know, take care of your health, because that's from that, only then can you take care of your business. From only taking care of your health can you then afterwards pursue your passions and your dreams, and so on and so forth. So he left a message there, and like making motherfucker cry, stuff like that. Okay, playlists. So I mentioned this yesterday as well. Twitch, also on YouTube. So trust, honesty, communication. I didn't elaborate about what that's all about, but basically the point is, the main reason why we had to start it, obviously, we had 50 episodes on Facebook. If you check out my playlist on there, it's already almost done. But the fact is, we had to start a new playlist on trust, honesty, and communication, because that's the next phase it seems like I'm going through right now, in particularly life. So that's what's to look forward to. I'm adding a lot to there. And now we move on to, once again, the Excel spreadsheet. You can see all the previous playlists or series, and we're just trying to cover that. Okay, now we move on to new content that we didn't cover yesterday. So this is stool. I was having a hard time. I'm having a lot of time with constipation nowadays. I mean, for the past week or so, actually a couple weeks. And so I noticed that this is disgusting. This is a joke right there. Censor it out. No, I'm not gonna censor it. It's basically shit. Take. That's pretty fucked up. Why are you showing this on cam? Okay, but it's basically just a Google images of shit. It didn't look like that at all, but the fact there was like black flakes got me really wondering. It's probably dead skin from my intestine being shed out. Disgusting, right? Alright, so I am not too worried about that anymore. Okay, I just took a look at that and I was like, alright, mine doesn't seem as dysfunctional as that. Okay, next on launcher. Okay, so this is basically the client. This is the client here. I logged in. So here, once again, you can see the game, right? So I said I want to cover this. This game right here. Right, oh shoot, not that. Right, here's the game, right? Maple Story. Like I said, just log in once a month. I felt like capturing it. It's just to show the screenshot of it. Moving on, we have all this kind of stuff here. 900 seconds, man. This is snappy, right? All right, this is me trying to take down all the kind of 2 days that I missed schedules. missed live streaming. That was Monday, Tuesday, so just kind of did that down. And again, updating MapleStory. Wow, look at that, 18.7 gigabytes worth of installation. That's crazy. But to download it, it's only about like 112 MB, so it's crazy. Taking back here, okay, so we have onto new stuff now, right? Like I said, photography, segment 8. So a lot of storytelling, a lot of commentary. How many times? I got like 5 minutes left. Take a look here. Toothbrush. The red toothbrush got to go away because like it's a class 2 item. So insecurities. We also have toothbrush up there. There's a class 4 item for dentist. That's alright. I can use that. So let's get rid of that. And I can show you on screen. And then we have this, and we're done that for now. So this covers a comedic section. So there's some digital assets I want to cover here. So this one's a Long Beach Griffey, and you can see here, you know, he's hilarious, dude. Personality broken. Oh, okay, so that one was about a transracial, and he's making a joke about that, how that's gonna be the next thing. Man, it's hypersensitive nowadays, so people will always, of course, find something like that to make a fuss over. Universal features or personality traits from the observer. So this from Daryl Talks Gaming, and this is something that was recommended to me from my brother. I never checked it out until now. So that's that. He was doing a video essay on personality traits, big 5 traits, and how they associate with particular games, and just a very brief disclaimer kind of stuff like that. And here are the comments down here. My personality is broken, so the comments on it hilarious. Right, my personality is broken, that's why I play certain games or whatever. So we're reading comments, and he's letting the disclaimers, DVD logo, stuff like that. Okay, so. And this one is actually from another gaming YouTuber, and he's really shit talking, but also going on this huge video essay. So don't take it too seriously, but at the same time, it was really, really good. So you can check out the video. It's called "Why Games like Call of Duty Bad for You, Games like RuneScape Are Good for You," and I can personally relate to RuneScape. But this guy was one of those guys who was really young and playing RuneScape, so he was a difficult player to get along with. If anything, he was like trash and other players, scam other players, stuff like that. But you know, he learned a lot, and he was basically going on his life lessons there, and really expands on that. So anyways, something to check out. Again, personality, how personality affects what you play. Cycle Play by Daryl Talks Gaming, and just showing that kind of thumbnail. Not my shit, by the way. All the kind of stuff, you can tell that I'm just breezing through it. I don't want to show it too long on screen because obviously not my shit, copyright notice. Just go to their the names of the videos, which again I've always shown on the screen. Here's another one: 7 useful sites you should be using right now. This is by Simplicity by Scott Frazen, and again you can see. Okay, here's some stuff like the people commenting. You know, thank you so much. Some of the stuff we have used ourselves. So let's move on. I don't think I can cover everything there, but the last thing, food. Jesus, I ate a lot of food. So last night, I kind of binge ate because there was this watermelon here, 1, 2, 3, 4 that my maternal gardens gave out. I wasn't supposed to eat it. She treated me, and so that's basically why I started to pig out too much. It was a pretty bad day just because of this. I brushed my teeth already, and I decided, oh shit, I brushed my teeth, I'm eating this now, and then everything just kind of fucked up. But that's how it's been the past week or so, so it's not too concerned. Let's move on to segment 8, digital stuff, because now I've covered all. Now we're finally captured up to this point. I just want to mention very briefly, there is some stuff here I missed. I missed an article here, a real wild card, he says, as well as so this is an article on politics, I believe, Canadian politics and government and stuff like that, but not too important. Okay, moving up here, I believe it's Northern Fires or something in Northern Ontario. But looking over here, we can see that, okay, I got 2 minutes left. Very briefly, 900 seconds right here, right? I had to update the inventory. I ate not just the watermelons, in fact, yesterday, but also there was like some Chinese food dish, home style cooking of mushrooms and chicken, as well as some Metro bread, as well as some drinks from aloe vera. So including the watermelon. So all that was added. In fitness, I have updated, but everything's shit: diet, sleep, waste, work, punctuality, same thing with sleep. So overall, that's Excel. Okay, let's take a look here and say we're back up here, right? All this kind of stuff. Last thing I have to cover. And oh shit, I got a minute left. What can we do in a minute? In a minute. Okay, in a minute here. Shit, get up. Phase 3, last 45 seconds. So like I said, this toothbrush just got tossed away, so I'm gonna move it here. Open this toothbrush, take out the toothbrush on the inside. Has an insignia of my dentist's name on it, so that will be trash. I scanned it already, so I'm gonna take this completely down. And then this toothbrush is trash, so I'm gonna move this over here and cover the rest of the trash here. In addition to that, just want to mention briefly, I'm gonna take out the packaging, right, and toss it out inside here. This is a bag of toilet paper that I'm still Once again, it's a class 2 item, been updated, added to the Excel spreadsheet, forgot to mention that. And then of course all the rest here, we have this trash here that I've got to throw away as well. So this toothbrush, trash, this Q-tips, and as well as the food from the watermelon, trash. And at the same time, we'll probably toss away the bag inside here as well as this. So all recyclables and all litter. With that being said, I gotta end the live stream, and I'll have to continue this tomorrow morning. See you tomorrow. This is Ahn Rho signing out when we finally get to the kitchenware, hopefully tomorrow morning. Kitchenware. What's kitchenware? Well, you'll find out. Kitchenware. We're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna clear everything downstairs. Thank God, finally.